Now, military cooperation between the UK and Japan has reached its highest level in over a century, with each serving as the other's closest security ally in Asia and Europe as part of their enhanced global strategic partnership. A troops agreement signed in 2023 has enabled both sides to increase joint exercises like Vigilant Isles on each other's territory and deepen military cooperation. For example, British F-35s taking off and landing from a Japanese carrier as part of British carrier strike groups, strengthening their presence in the Indo-Pacific. So, Grant, bringing you back in, why this level of security ties between the two now?
Well, the Japanese have been, for about the last 7 or 8 years, have been trying very hard to establish other military tie-ups with other countries throughout the region and into Europe. They've got a lot of them. It's almost a different Japan. And once again, there is a sense that the British have something to contribute. Whether or not it's actually of much use is debatable. But psychologically, politically, it's good to have Japan say, look, we've got a lot of friends around the world. For a long time, it was exclusively the United States, and that was unhealthy. So they do think that having a respected country and a very professional military doing things with them is a very good thing. However, the state of the British military and what they actually have to deploy to Asia is not much at all. They did have an aircraft carrier, as you noted, come out just last year. But they had U.S. Marine squadrons on it to fill it up because they didn't have enough British fighters to do it as well. The training they've done in Japan, it's maybe a company, it's pretty low-level tactical stuff. One shouldn't overplay this, but the political psychological significance maybe outweighs the military operational part.
And we know that both sides believe that the Euro and the Asian, the Indo-Pacific theatres are indivisible. Why do you think that we've seen this build-up of activity between the two sides now, or in the past, especially in the past 6 months?
Well, I think it is a reflection of the British understanding the importance of Asia. They know it. They did, of course, send the aircraft carrier out, but the Chinese can do the math, and they see that Britain only has 2 aircraft carriers. Get rid of one of them, and you've got a lot less of them. But it is an effort to be relevant in the region, and that's what the British are doing. And as I said, they are very professional. But it's perhaps telling that, I believe it was one of the U.S. officials, Bridge Colby, actually, it is said that he has suggested the British might want to focus on Europe more than the Asia Pacific. But they want to be relevant, so they're not going to follow his advice entirely.
Dr. Lai, the interests of both sides, Japan and the UK, I mean, why does the UK have an interest in the security of the Indo-Pacific?
I think the UK started to have expressed a strong interest in the Indo-Pacific, started way back in the year 2017-18. Boris Johnson, when he became the prime minister, and even before he became prime minister, when he was a foreign minister, he was already talked about the Great Britain, the global Britain, the concept, in which there will be the strong UK military presence in the Indo-Pacific. Started with the construction of new aircraft carrier, Queen Elizabeth, and then the Prince Wales, and both of them, Queen Elizabeth, they came to this region in year 2021 for about 6 months of exercises with various countries, and then it was followed by the Prince Wales aircraft carrier group, battle group, last year, also in the same endeavor. The United Kingdom probably already committed to have a rotational presence along with the United States for the nuclear submarine presence in the Western Australia. So that you could see the trend that is going on. And it's very natural for the United Kingdom. They want to improve the interoperabilities. At that time, that the first choices will be, if it is other than the United States, will be the first most important ally of the United States in Asia. That's going to be Japan. So the interoperability exercise with Japan will be important.
Tristan, interoperability, is this even more important because it's middle powers, so US allies coming together, and how does that connect to the GCAP?
First of all, Japan did not participate in any real combat situation since the World War II, so interoperability would be very vital for them, not just the interoperability itself, but also the experience and especially the UK war experience could be bringing into this context. The second thing is, of course, the UK fighter jet landed on the Japan's aircraft carrier, but actually Japan doesn't have that kind of serious wartime scenario to operate aircraft carrier, far sea, or in a combat situation. So I would say interoperability and what come with the interoperability is very vital for Japan.